for coming on here. I want to talk today about how 2 years ago I was in $51,000 worth of credit card debt, and how by doing what I'm doing today, I not only have that $51,000 worth of credit card debt paid off in full, but I am now putting $1,800 into my retirement. Guys, it made me literally sick that I was in debt of $51,000 worth of credit card debt. Now, I didn't do this by living high on the hog. I did it from a previous business that I was in. And if you guys see me looking around, I'm live on TikTok, I'm live on Facebook, and I'm live on YouTube all at the same time here this morning. So if you see my head bouncing around, that's why. I have my computer here and my TikTok up here. So here is what I have done to pay that $51,000 worth of credit card debt and put $1,800 per month into my retirement. I pay all my monthly bills from doing this. If you don't know me, my name is Marianne. I'm 61 years young. And guys, I lived the 40-40-40 plan, right? I worked 40 years of my life, 40, 50, 60 hours a week, only to retire on 40% of my income. I'll be 62 years young in December, and my Social Security is $1,297 a month. Even though we're full-time RVers, that's not going to pay my bills. That's not going to add money to my retirement account. So here is exactly what I do to pay my monthly bills and put $1,800 per month into my retirement account. I simply do this. I promote digital products in the e-learning industry. And why the e-learning industry? Because the e-learning industry is a $1.2 billion a day industry. I promote a product that everybody wants and everybody needs. I'll tell you when digital marketing actually made its debut, as we call it, was when COVID hit. When COVID hit and so many people lost their jobs, people needed to find a way to make money online. If you were in the service industry, your job was gone. There's many restaurants that went out of business because of it. And that's when digital marketing actually took off. There were people that created products to learn how to play the guitar and sold them. If you have not looked into digital marketing and you don't even know what digital marketing is, and we may not like the digital marketing, it's simply promoting a program, product, or service and making 100% profit. That's all it is. You're not selling a lipstick for $9. You're not selling lotions and potions to your friends, families, and neighbors. Guys, I work a couple hours a day and I make a full-time income. I work a couple hours a day. Here's what I do in those couple hours a day. I go live. I create 3 pieces of content, and I answer my emails. That's what I do a couple hours a day. I have generated multiple 6 figures online by doing this. And now I get to teach others how to do the same thing. This is how I paid off $51,000 in credit card debt. This is how I put $1,800 per month into my retirement. I get to work with people all over the world. I work with people in South Africa. I work with people in Ireland. I worked with people all over the world. I can literally count on one hand how many people I knew that joined this program. Literally on one hand. I work with people all over the state of Wisconsin. All over the state of Wisconsin. I work with people in their 50s who want to retire early. I work with people in their 60s, just like me, who don't have enough money for retirement. They've worked the same 40 years I have, and they can't retire. I was reading an article the other day about a beautiful lady who's 81 years old. Her husband's in his 90s. He has health issues, and she still working because their retirement is running out. They've worked their 40, 50, 60 years, and their retirement is running out. It breaks my heart. Literally breaks my heart when you go into a store, and it doesn't matter if you're in a grocery store. It doesn't matter if you're in a Lowe's or a Home Depot. Those people are in their 70s and 80s still working just to survive. There's 39 million people that cannot retire. There's 55,000 jobs lost every single day. It's crazy to me. Now, hear me out on this. It is crazy to me that young people are still starting families and dumping their kids off in daycare for someone else to raise, for someone else to hear their same words or say their first words, for someone else to watch them take their first steps, when they could literally be working from home and never leaving their home. Guys, do you realize that all the new millionaires that are made today, they are doing it through social media? And it doesn't matter what social media platform that you pick to promote this product on, they all work. We have TikTok, I'm live on right now. We have Facebook and YouTube that I'm live on right now. They all work, no matter what platform you pick. There's LinkedIn. That's a great way for people to connect. What other social platforms? Insta. You can promote it on Insta. There are 4 different programs that you can choose from because one size does not fit all. We have a 100, a 300, a 600, and a 900. I came in at the 900, and I'll tell you the difference between the different programs. It's the amount of education that you're going to get, and it's the amount of income streams that you're going to be able to have. Now, I never told anybody this, guys. I never told anyone this until after I generated my first 6 figures online. I was a 60-year young high school dropout. Now, hang on. I did go back and get my education. I knew nothing about nothing. I was in debt, $51,000 worth of credit card debt. I had no idea how I was going to pay it off. And I hit the buy button. And after I did that, I'm like, oh my God, what did I just get myself into? Now, you have to remember, I came out of the Amazon FBA world, right? And if anybody knows anything about Amazon at all, Amazon takes 33% of your profit. 33% of your profit for Amazon letting you sell on their platform. I don't pay anybody anything. I make 100% profit. So when I have a customer, I make 100% profit into my bank account. Now, in the first 10 months of this program coming out, the sales were $50 million. That means $50 million went directly into the bank accounts of moms, dads, sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, and grandparents just like me. It didn't go to some company. The company makes their money off a one-time website fee of $39. I do not chase customers. I don't sell to my friends, family, and neighbors. If they want to do it, I give them the information. If they don't want to do it, that's absolutely fine with me. Digital marketing is not for everyone. And to be completely honest with you, here's what I do for you. If you decide that you want to do this, Facebook and YouTube, I put a link in the description. You can go there and get the Freedom Formula Blueprint. Or we're going to have a webinar on Thursday night. I can get you that information. This is what I follow every single day. Every single day I do the same thing. I don't leave my house. It doesn't matter if I'm in Texas floating down a river. It doesn't matter if I'm in Florida with my feet in a swimming pool. It doesn't matter if I'm on an airplane flying to Kansas. And it does not matter if I'm on a 14-day Hawaii cruise. I still generate income daily, weekly, and monthly through the skills that I have learned to do this. Let me tell you about a couple of my customers, right? I have a real estate agent that bought the program. She created her own digital product. She sells that digital product for $99. I helped her get her website up. She got her automated system for free. She might sell one of those a day. She might sell 5 of those a day. That's what we call passive income. She creates content once, sends traffic to her automated system, and her automated system sends it out for her. Let me tell you about another one of my customers. She purchased the program. She studied all social media platforms. She's a single mom of 4 with no support. No support whatsoever. Here's what she did. She lives in a community of about 25,000 people. She now goes and creates content. She has hair salons. She has nail salons. She has a plumber. She has a roofer. And she has a bar and grill. I don't know who else she creates content for. She has 13 accounts. She charges each one of those accounts $2,000 per month. So if her roofer is roofing someone's house, she goes out to the job site, makes their content for them, and runs all their social media platforms. She runs their FB. She runs their YouTube. She runs their Insta. They've given her access to run all their social media platforms. 13 accounts times $2,000 per month. And it's all digital. She's never showed her face on social media. If I did not travel the way that I do, we're in Wisconsin right now till October 15th. And then I get to leave. And we go back to Arizona. We just purchased a place in Arizona last year. I get to go where it's warm and spend my winter. There's absolutely no way that I would be living this lifestyle if I wouldn't have started this. I will not leave you alone. If you guys don't know who to trust, I will not leave you alone. I've been doing the same thing for the last 2 years. It was in May I came up on my 2-year anniversary. 2 years. I've been doing the same thing. I never have to worry about looking in my checking account. This is a fun fact, scary but fun. I knew that when we took that 14-day cruise, I spent a lot of money. I spent a lot of money. When I got back and my credit card bill was over $4,000 from that trip, I never had to look in my checking account to see if I could pay that bill. How many of you, I want you to put in the comments, how many of you have 6 months worth of savings in a savings account that if you lost your job today would be able to survive for 6 months? How many of you have 6 months worth of savings if you lost your job today? Because I'll tell you what, 55,000 jobs are lost every single day. 55,000. 39 million Americans cannot retire. 61% of people are still living paycheck to paycheck. I think it's 3.7% of people are financially upside down. They owe more. They owe more than they have assets. Guys, this is a crazy, crazy, crazy world that we're living in. You've got to have a plan B. Do you realize that you, in the next 24 to 48 hours, could have your own online business up and running? Do you realize that we are going to teach you to launch to profit in 7 days? Guys, I didn't know any of this, but here's what I did. These are my exact steps. I'm going to be very open and honest with you. After I was scared to death, after pushing that button because I had $51,000 worth of credit card debt, after I pushed that button, I was scared stiff. I turned the TV off. I got my arse off the couch and I just dug into the training. This is step by step. There's no guesswork. I just got off a legacy builder call. Hang on a sec. I just got off a legacy builder call before I got on here. In fact, I had to cut it short because it was running longer than expected. We have a $9 million mentor. A $9 million mentor that shows us every single day of what you are supposed to be doing. That's all I've ever did. And when I first jumped in, she was $1 million mentor. I just did what she told me to do each and every day. That's all I've done. I work part-time hours and I make a full-time income. In fact, I don't know if my girlfriends are watching this. They're coming tomorrow. But here's what I've done. I have batch created content so that when they are here, I can just post my 3 videos every day. When I first started, and I'm going to say this is one of the easiest things I've ever done in my 40 years. I've lost 4 TikTok channels. We don't even know where TikTok's going, right? That's why I am now using FB and YouTube. I am learning LinkedIn right now. I'm learning Pinterest right now. But when I first started, I started on one platform. I got very, very good on that platform and stayed consistent. That's all I've ever did to generate multiple 6 figures online. That's all I've ever done. I followed a proven process. I followed step-by-step directions. If you can read a cake mix, you can do digital marketing. If you can read a cake mix on the back of a box, you can do digital marketing. It's as easy as that. Have I had my ups and downs? Absolutely. I've had months where I've generated 25 grand, and I've had months that I've generated 15 grand. So what have I done? I've just stayed consistent. I've stayed in a lane. You are going to see creators all over these platforms. They are jumping from one thing to the next. Have I bought other digital marketing courses? Absolutely. I love to learn. I love to learn new things. I teach it to my customers. On Wednesday nights, we get on a phone call. Right now, I am studying Faceless YouTube. So I will be teaching that when I get all my slides together. I will be teaching that to my customers. Now, guys, a lot of people get nervous about going live. I'll tell you what happened to me. I went live on YouTube one day. This was way back in August of 2023. I froze. I'm like, oh my God. I didn't even know how to turn TikTok off. I literally had to turn my phone off. And then I did not go live until March of 24. So it took me a while, to get out of that scare. But once I went live, I was fine. I had to get out of my comfort zone. And even if you don't want to show your face inside of the program, we have I believe it's like 72 pages. Your Invisible Empire, your complete guide to Faceless. Now, I'll be very honest with you. I think it takes a little bit longer because people they need to get to know you, like you, and trust you. They need to get to know you, like you, and trust you. That you're not out here BSing somebody. That you're a real person. I did a post yesterday. So I want to ask you guys this question. What would an extra $50,000 do for your family? We have a lady inside our community. She's 67 years young. She lost her husband and did not have enough money to keep her going. She too had credit card debt. She's generated an extra $50,000 in under a year. An extra $50,000. Would that pay your mortgage down? Would that pay off credit card debt? Because this is exactly what I did to pay off $51,000 in credit card debt. This is exactly what I do to put $1,800 per month into my retirement. Guys, if a 61-year young high school dropout can learn to do this, why not you? Why not you? Why not take a chance on yourself? Everybody thinks that making money on the internet is this big SCAM word, and I'm here to tell you it is not. We had a training. We are 6- and 7-figure earners. And I wish Dean, if Dean ever jumps on my live, I would love to have him on my live. But this is what Dean said in that training. We all have access to the same mentor. She was $1 million mentor when I started this. She is now at $8.9 million. You have daily access to her. You're going to get a daily video. It might be 3 minutes. It might be 5 minutes. Right now, we are studying how to create a new social media account and grow that account. We all have the same access to the training. And we all are given the key to success. We're all given the same key. We are all given the same key to success. What are you going to do with that key? For me, I took that key and now I have multiple streams of income. I think the last time I counted was like 20, 21 streams of income. This is how I get paid daily. This is how I get paid weekly. And this is how I get paid monthly. I'm simply promoting products, some through my email, some through content that I make. Here's a fun fact. And I have been promoting this company probably over a year. I don't know where this company found me. It had to have been through social media, right? It had to have been through social media. I now promote their products. I promote their products. So anyone who comes in with our digital mastery gets a 4-day, 3-night stay. And this may or may not be backwards for some of you. I think on YouTube and FB, it is backwards. Because digital marketing has been so good to me, this is my gift to you. With the digital mastery, you get a 4-day, 3-night stay. With our Legacy Builder program, you are going to get a 7-night resort accommodation or a cruise. But this company found me. I got an email one day that said I had a TikTok account of like 86,000 followers. I'm assuming they found me on TikTok, right? Will you promote our products? I said, absolutely. Again, a lot of these products that I promote, I'm either already using or brands are contacting me to promote their products. And like I said, we may not like what's going on in this world, but everything's going digital and everything is automated. Think about it like this. When you go to Amazon, you don't talk to Jeff Bezos, right? You go on there, you order something, and through automations, it's at your door. When we were out in Mesa, we had a distribution center in, I believe it was in Phoenix. I could have my Amazon ordered to me within 2-3 hours. We are down by Wisconsin Dells. I can have an Amazon order to me within hours. That's why you want a business that is automated. I wake up with money in the morning. I'll wake up with, I'll be on my phone and I'll get a notification I received a payment. There's one product that I promote. I just got an email yesterday. Now that's called affiliate marketing. I do not make 100% profit. And this is all done through my email. So it's a system I already use. I do not pay for that system because we have 0 monthly expenses. Someone bought something. I don't know who it is. I don't know where they came from, but I earned a commission of $118. It covers my groceries, right? In fact, I have to run to the grocery store this afternoon. This is what digital and affiliate marketing is, guys. You've got to stop thinking that everything you see is a SCAM, because it's not. It's just a different way to generate money. There's no alarm clock. There's no punching a time clock. You're not asking anybody to go to the bathroom. You're not having anyone to tell you when to eat lunch. In fact, I haven't even ate today, so I'm going to do that. And it's not letting anyone tell you when to go home at night. People are not putting their kids in daycare anymore. Here's another fun fact. And I know this to be true because I've done it. The average salary of a digital marketer is $177,000 a year. We have burnt out nurses that are doing this. We have school teachers that are doing this. We have truck drivers that are doing this. We have a gentleman, actually, we have two of them. One worked for a corporate. He flew all over the United States setting up new stores. They called him in his office one day and his job had been eliminated. We had another gentleman in our community, and guys, we're six-figure earners. We have a gentleman inside our community that was a welder. He was called in the office one day. His job was eliminated. He was homeless. He was homeless. We have another gal inside our community. She was homeless, living in a tent. Living in a tent. But how did she find digital marketing? She had her cell phone. She had her cell phone. She now owns her own home. And she owns a car. All because of this. Whether you need to pay down credit card debt. We have a gal inside the community. I just saw her post yesterday. She had $58 in her checking account. She came in on a plan. You can get started for like $58 a month. She just purchased a brand new car and she got to pay cash for it. Cash. Last year, we are full-time RVers. Last year, we needed a different vehicle. I did not buy new. We needed a different vehicle to pull this beast through the mountains to Arizona. And I got to pay cash for it. I got to pay cash without ever looking in my checkbook to see if I had the money to do that. I never had to look in my checkbook. I went and wrote a check and paid cash for it. We purchased something in Arizona and it's paid cash. We got to pay cash for it. So if you guys are looking to generate extra income, Sorry, guys. I got to get over here on TikTok. If you are looking to generate income and you're not afraid to take a chance on yourself, lock arms with me. And I will show you exactly the way I did it. I have in a notebook the exact steps that I took to generate my first six figures from January 1st until May 7th. And I will give that to you. Here's what I will also do. Here's the other thing I will offer you. We can get on a live Zoom call. And when you come to that call, this is what I want you to have. I want you to have your mortgage, your car payment, all your utility bills, anything that you need to pay your monthly bills. So I'll jump on Zoom calls with people that only want to make a couple extra $1,000 a month. I also have people that I get on Zoom calls with that are burnt out. They're sick of their 9 to 5. They've worked 30 years for a company and they've just lost their jobs and they don't know how to survive. I will give you a clear path to how to pay all your monthly bills. It could be you just want extra spending money. I will give you that roadmap. It may be I need $6,000 a month to pay all my bills. I will tell you exactly how to do that. If you guys want change, I'm here to help you along the way, but you've got to want it worse than I do. Good morning, Tracy. You have got to want change for yourself more than I want it for you. It's totally up to you. Like I said, digital marketing is not for everyone. But if you're looking for extra income, this is one way to do it. Thank you. This is one way to do it. Good morning, Elisa. This is definitely one way to do it. All right, guys, I've been on here almost an hour. If you have any questions for me at all, if you want to jump on that Zoom, on TikTok, you go right up there. Put a decent email in there, because if you don't, we will never connect. And here on YouTube and Facebook, I have a link in the description. You can go there. The very first email that you're going to get from me is going to say, here's your blueprint. Now, look in your junk and spam folders. Sometimes it goes there. And reply back to that email. I want to set up a free Zoom. And I will get on a Zoom with you and I will give you a clear path to whether you're in your 50s and you want to retire early, whether you're in your 60s and you don't know how the hell you're going to survive on your Social Security, and you do not want to become a Walmart greeter, or if you're in your 70s and you don't want to work until the day you die. Guys, I have a gentleman in their 70s. I was on a Zoom call with him, just like I do with everybody that requests a Zoom call. I think he's 72. 72 years young, and he cannot retire. Age does not matter here. We have people inside our community from 18 right out of high school. They've decided to do this instead of going to college. They don't want to be in debt of $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 and then go on and they don't even know if they're going to get a job. And I have people all the way in their 70s, 80s. I think the oldest person inside our community is like in their 90s. They've worked all their lives and they have run out of retirement money. Do you realize I think we are supposed to have $1.5 million in our retirement account? Guys, I don't know about you, but I sure don't have it. Do I have money in my retirement? I absolutely do. But it's nowhere near $1.5 million. People are living longer. Inflation is eating our retirement up. 2025 is just not working for people. It's just not. All right, guys, you know how to get a hold of me. You guys have a great day. Again, on TikTok, you can go up to the LINK in my bio. I will send you an email. Reply back to that email. You want to set up a Zoom, and I will get back to you guys. You guys have a great Tuesday, and we'll talk soon. Ouch. Sorry.
Hello.
What's up?
Not much.
Oh, sorry, I do my live at noon. I just got off.
Oh. Yeah, they get back to that. You're kind of trucking all day.
What's that? So then I went back to beer the last couple weekends. And oh yeah, you can tell it in my clothes.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I'm like, if you lose a bunch of weight, I'm gonna be pissed.
eggs.
Here, I sent it to you, but it says at the top 24 ounces water, and you only have to use a cup of water, and it says use